Thank you for letting me be here today. I teach physics at Thurgood Marshall Academy. I've been at Thurgood Marshall for 13 years. I've taught every graduating class. I have been a math and science teacher. I am the current instructional coach. I've served as the interim head of school, and I'm a Milken educator. And I love teaching. When I first joined the staff of Thurgood Marshall, it was known as a safe school. More than our legal studies focus or college prep coursework, parents valued above all else that their child would be safe at our school. The students knew this as well. They knew that they would be put out for fighting, and consequently, they did not fight. Early in my career, I saw a student get punched in the face by another student. That student stood up, looked at the kid that hit him, and told him that he was not going to be put out of here, and walked away. A teenager made that decision to walk away because he knew that he would be expelled for fighting back. And he also knew that the person that assaulted him would not be there to continue to hurt him, that he was safe within our school walls. Thurgood Marshall, like many charter schools at the time, had a zero-tolerance policy for fighting and a number of other violations, some of which were not warranted. For example, uniforms. We have revised that because it is an inappropriate consequence that does not disrupt the school environment, and it takes away from class time. On the other hand, sending a student home for verbally assaulting a teacher is appropriate. That behavior is disruptive to the school environment. The student in question needs some time and distance to cool down, and it is critical for her own success and well-being that this student and her peers understand that this kind of behavior is not acceptable. You cannot verbally assault your professor or your boss. It is better to learn this lesson now in a lower stakes, safe, and supportive environment than in the real world where she could get fired or even arrested. So suspending students for minor offenses has led to charter schools getting a reputation for trying to weed out certain students. This is not our goal. It is not about getting rid of students. It is about teaching them science and math, but also how to work through their emotions and respond appropriately. In response to criticisms, we have changed our zero-tolerance policy. We have trained staff in restorative conferencing and have a peer court for suspension diversion. However, when expectations change, so does the culture and behavior within a school. For example, we have gone from having one fight in my first 3 years to now experiencing 3 fights in a quarter. Overall, it has created a stressful environment that is not conducive to learning and working at the level of excellence required to close the achievement gap. I fear that teachers, myself included, will leave the schools that need them the most for jurisdictions where they can feel safe while pursuing their passion for education. I love working at Thurgood Marshall and I want to stay in urban education, but I am struggling to remain there. I believe that we are here.
Can you just summarize? He ate up all your time, so I just need you to
I know,
summarize.
I missed my class earlier to come down. I came back. If I could just get my 1 more minute.
Just hurry up.
I believe we're here because we want to ensure that students are given the best opportunity to be successful, and we can work together to do that. Our work is holding students accountable to the academic, behavioral, and emotional standards they will be held to as adults. Employers will not hire someone that brings a weapon to the workplace, uses pornographic language, or maces their coworker. Colleges will expel students that verbally assault professors or plagiarize papers.
Thank you, Ms. Allison. I appreciate your testimony.